Welcome back, my friends, to Dyson Sphere program. Iggymo here. We are looking at trying to come up with our next steps. And in our last video, you can see I'm getting inundated with technology upgrades and those sorts of things as we start to look at, the blue shell or the blue matrix.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the details display button in the lower right corner of the screen to open real-time distribution details of the ore veins.
All right, so we're going to take a look at some of the features that we've gotten, especially with some of these advancements. The automated research that's going in for the blues or for these blue matrices is starting to pay dividends already. You can see that even our planet overview, if we come over and look at M, you can kind of start seeing kind of an overview of what the whole planet starts to look like. Okay, if I hit escape to get out of that, we have those. I mean, this is kind of some neat data features are starting to come in. Let's see, statistics panel. You can now see we've got a lot of statistics on what we're using, what we're producing, what we're consuming, and kind of gives you kind of a sense of what's out there. There's some coal production, although we're not consuming any of it, and so forth and so on. And this will grow as we start to unlock more and more assets. The other one, let's see. Again, that was kind of our global view. And as we start to work on this next level, okay, it kind of has to do with, we can now kind of come over and hover over information regarding the size, the capacity of the reserves, and it can be anywhere, even not necessarily even in my base anymore. So that's pretty cool. That's kind of let's see if we can turn on veins distribution on. There it is. If we turn that on, now you can see real quickly, kind of get this kind of global sense of an awareness of where we need to be looking for and those kind of things. Now we know that we need to start getting some more copper, and I'm seeing this island here is a pretty good choice for where we want to be looking at on that. So there, I turn the volume down a little bit. I think I may have been a little bit loud, so I apologize if I was blasting your eardrums. Okay, all right, so that's kind of where we're at. And the other thing that we're going to have to start working for as we start working towards our red cubes is we're going to start needing oil as well. So let's see if we can find an oil deposit that's close to where we want to be or where we're kind of currently working.
Now, you can try to view the whole planetary system and even the entire cluster by clicking the star map button in the lower left corner of the screen.
All right, so the star map cluster is this guy. And now you can start to see, again, we can start to look at, so we're on Alpha Buddhist 3, and eventually we're going to be traveling to some of the other planets. So you can see we have another planet, our Alpha Buddhist 1, that we'll be able to eventually start to kind of get a look at. Let's see if we can view this guy. And of course, that until we actually get there, we don't know what it's looking for, So it's just kind of cool because you can see it's even moving through space. It's pretty wild. You can see all these stars. And eventually, we'll start warping and going to some of these others. There's 3 light years away. That's a long way away, but eventually we'll get the technology to be able to jump over there as well. All right. So for now, we'll go ahead and we'll go back to our home before I lose sight of where it is. Okay, and then we'll take our escape, and there we are. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So we're starting to kind of open our eyes up for some oil refinery areas, and so we've got a couple of them here that are down. I see a close one reasonably nearby, so I think we're going to start with that one. So in this video, we're going to start setting up to, we may not get to red fully in this particular video, but we'll at least start to get our oil set up, and we'll start to get some more copper brought online, because we definitely need that, because we are about to have a real problem with some of our copper reserves. Although there's a pretty good one here too. 343 on that. Where are these two? 387, 500. It's about 500 here that we could bring up, and that would tie in reasonably nicely on that. So let's go take a look at doing that then. So my copper veins that we're looking at are off over here, so we're going to go wander off. Let me get some coal, because we're going to need some by the time I get over there. Still don't have flight yet. We are out of blue technology, so let's see if there's anything else we can be researching. Crystal smelting, no. Well, Activate that one, because that one needs to be on there. Those, I think everything else is a red. We can get you going. Again, these will go pretty quick now that we've got automated. I know my first playthrough, I didn't realize the importance of that, and I was like, man, things went so slow, and now it's just flying. Actually cracking, I think these are all reds. Okay, that's those. Let's go look at our upgrade trees. I want to start getting these. Can I get that one? And we'll need some steel, and so we need to go get some steel going too. So while we're here, let's see, where is my steel? I'm going in. So if I put a double in, I do have one double left. Where are my conveyor belts? Take you out this way. Now, cool trick, you can see how it's kind of conflicted. If I hold down the R key, it will flip the direction of that. That's pretty cool. So we'll do that one. Let's see if we can do a couple of you guys. And again, we want to pull out with a single. Do I have any singles left? I do. Oh, I do. They're there. We'll get that down in there. And then I do want to knock this guy out. And since we're pulling two singles out, I want to make sure that I get a double going in so that they'll take turns. And you can see we're kind of backed up a little bit, and that should help with the throughput coming here as well. All right. And so that will get us into that. You and you go in. Make sure, I hope the smelter, yep, there's the steel. That's because we do need some of that. And I need to get 120 of these things cranked out so that, belts. And get some of that. Grab a stack of those, and then we got to deposit those, then we'll just put you in there. And it usually becomes hard that you're trying to figure out, well, where did I put that stuff? And so we'll let that run for a little bit. That will get me the necessary goods to be able to get that up and running. All right, where are... plates, copper. Let's see. And I do need, I'll steal 200 out of you. And you can see on this that our holdup is indeed the copper line. So we got to get some copper running here. Where was my copper veins? Copper reserve. And I think I forgot my coal, but that's all right. So we got some. So we'll get some production put on here, and then we'll get that copper line tied in over where we were at, and then we should be in good shape for copper for a little while. Let's see. Can I get, that gets me, there's 7. And that gets me 7. Can I get all 8? You can see how fast those things tick off once you get going. I'll put you guys there. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do with... We'll get some conveyor belts running here. There, bring you over. And we are going to need some more power buildings. Get those. Smelters. 3, 4. There's 5. Now, let's see. We need conveyor belts. Bring you over this way. We'll start to get you up, and then this guy we got to start kind of trying to bring over. Where is my copper? Oh, I don't want to be flying too long because that just burns through your power. See how fast that's dropping? I need steel plate and I need gears. Where are my gears? My gears are over here. That gets us those. Let's go find some more. That gets me 200 of those. What do I need to produce those motors?
Your production compound has reached a certain scale. Now click the Statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics. It includes the output consumption of each item, electricity data, etc. Use these dynamic data can help you to manage your production base.
Alright, so I need 60 motors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will get me that. I do need a bunch of belts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And since we're here, and you can see we got a whole bunch of stone deposits that we'll start tapping into here in a little bit as well. Oh, 200 should be plenty for you. That was weird, kind of paused. Did you see that? Unusual. Okay, so we'll let that run. We've got 270 belts coming. Yeah. Problem with the replicator is it burns through your power. You see I'm killing the power. Let's see. Get some more of our grid going because we're bringing on a lot of power. And get ourselves some belts. That's an output line. That will be an output line. You into some copper. That and that and that and that. And we're gonna put everybody's producing copper. And I didn't do a very good job on laying this thing out. That wasn't at all what I wanted to do. Whoops. Where are we at on our production? We kind of set this one up all sorts of wrong. Alright. Bring the output line down the middle. Bring you down this way. Got it. And then bring you down to here and you over to that. That works a little better. And this is ugly the way this is laying out. And of course I got a belt on backwards. Can I get squeeze another one? I kind of didn't leave myself quite enough room. together and get it straightened out here. There we go, that's a little better. And I gotta find a way to get down to feed the other one. So let's take you up. There we go. Now we got it. A little unconventional because I Alright. That solves that problem. We'll just let you come in and do that. Right, and then where are my steel beams? Alright, that will get us... You can see we're already running faster. Or at least it seems like we are. And this will get us some more inventory on our robot. And now as soon as those get done building, hopefully our copper woes will be solved, because we are about out here, so we're just gonna... There we go. What's that? Alright, what else we got in the way of? Mech power. And a drive engine. Energy circuit. So we need some coal, and then we need... Oh, we gotta smelt some coal. We do need more smelters, which means I need more rings. Come on. So we should start cranking things out now, hopefully. And then my coal is over here. That'll get us that. And now we need... Let's get a few sorters online. out of gears. Which one? We're out of plates. We're on 13 of those. Make some type 2 sorters, and that will help with throughput as well. Alright, that gets us that. Gets some of our belts. Let's see. All right, so we need to make some smelted items. I want to blow all those on 20s. Because we're going to need some coal. Eventually we'll start transitioning all of these over from, whoops. Alright, that's so cool. This is the one I think it is.
The ability to fly.
Yeah.
Double-click the space key to lift off, and then use the arrow keys to control mecha movement. The moving speed will increase by 150%, with more energy consumed under flight mode. Pressing the Alt key can return the mecha to the ground during the flight.
So again, we're just setting up storage here. We'll start getting some of these things in. Double ends, that's kind of a waste, but at this point I just want to save the sorters. Alright. I grab this, and we were going to make that and that. Get all those. Power's a little low again. Jeez. So I need 60 of those. We do need to go get some lumber. Yeah, this episode's pretty much just about kind of getting a little bit of infrastructure put in place. There's plenty of wood there now. I will come get a little bit of steel. We're not coming out too fast on it, but And you can see that after the last video, I actually came in, and because I was pulling out 2 to make the steel beams, I was stealing one of them because I was putting one in and one out. So what I did is I came in and I put a double in, and so now this guy will put 2 in, and so each one of these guys will no longer be starved. And so that was kind of an important little maneuver, if you will, to be able to work that out. And what? Those are metal rings. And I almost need... Get that guy going there. Let's see if we can get him down so that the other one starts firing, because he was backed up, he was plugged up. There he goes. And I can... There we go. So really, because of how backed up I am, I can't get all 5 of these on. I would need to move this down a little bit in order to be able to get a couple more smelters online. So there's always some little like plant layout things that we'll always be tweaking and fighting with, and that's kind of what we're looking at doing. Alright, let's go get some coal. How's our graphite situation looking here? 60, there's what you need for that one. And that should be enough to get us that one. Now, are there any others that are coming that we can try to step up and get? No. Here. Let's see. Can we do... Can't do that. That's red, multicolor, multicolor. So I'm guessing the blue means you don't have all the parts needed for it, or it's what's available. Or that you have the technology, you just don't have the materials handy. And that's right, because I've got the red technology now. We got that at the end of our last video. And that was down here. That was this guy. So we got to start working at how do we make that. So let's see if we can build some... glass again. Always the glass. Didn't we make glass yesterday? That was coming out of one of our stone deposits, if I remember right. So we'll come try to get some glass production going, because we'll need some more of that. I'll get you that one. There's 8, that's a good spot. And we'll bring some conveyor belts around. Now we're doing is trying to set up a few smelters. Get some glass. Do need some storage. That's the thing. That's flight. That's pretty cool because you move a whole lot faster now, but you burn power like a madman. Let's see. Where is my coal? Again, let's carry a couple of extras with us. We really need to get more coal coming in, don't we? Can we get another one? That gets me 7. Can I get 8? Alright. Put you there. A few more grids set up, and then the next video we will start working on oil production and hopefully ramping up. Just like I say, a lot of little odds and end things in this episode, so I wanted to kind of knock this one out. And since these two aren't working, that should, once it starts coming, get the rest of our linkage together. There we go. And put a few more here and here. And you can see now I have 2 lines running in, and now everybody's working. Almost. Yeah, I've got all 6 going now, doing a little bit of something. So that'll help. Alright. And then the other thing we'll do before we end for the day is we'll make a bit of a buffer. And the way we can do that is I can place one here. In fact, we'll do a double. And that way if it backs up, and then what we can do is I can do a double in here and then do a double out that empties. And then if it ever backs up past him, then it'll scalp. It'll scalp off that, and you can see this number's climbing, but it doesn't climb as fast as say some of the others. And that's kind of a neat little trick for sorters. Now eventually we can resize this and we'll have bigger storage units and those kind of things as well. But at this point, I think we've done as much as we can really get done in our allotted time for today. Let's go see one last thing. Any upgrades that we can work on? Red, 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 red. Nope. So we're pretty well stuck at this point. So our next mission, when we get to rolling on it, will be to go play with the oil distribution, and that's one thing that we want to kind of take a look at. So anyway, hope you've had fun with this. Like I say, today was kind of a more just kind of getting some odds and ends and getting that copper problem squared away. But now we've got, you know, a ton of reserves of copper, you know, 338,000 over there. I think our copper line here is just about done, 19,000. So that's going to die shortly. But we've got a lot happening. We're backed up. Hold on, why are we backed up on? So now, where is this coming in at? Guess I should have flown. Oh, we're backed up on the... Let's see. Get you and you out. Oh, wrong one. Oops. And we want put you there. Get that. Put you back on electromagnetic. And then we'll pull you out with a double. And we're gonna, oops. Give me some more storage units here. Because I don't think we have very many places where we're making plates. And again, we will go in and then out. And go in on you. So we'll just start scalping a little bit. Get a little bit of a reserve up here just because that line is so backed up. And it might behoove us to do the same thing here. Because we're backed up, so I might as well be throwing them into storage and then just pulling out. That way I can get them out in lump quantities, right? So we'll go into you, out to you, and into you, and out to you. And we're wasting blue effort because... Oop. Put a couple... Stockpile you. And then the same game. One in, one out. One in. And see, what we want to do is just want to make sure these lines are still moving. They're waiting to start researching the next thing, but I can't do anything with them until the reds come. Alright, so that's all we have for today. So we will see you guys next time. As always, if you're having fun with the series, please think about giving us a thumbs up. And of course, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll know when our next video for Dyson Sphere, as well as our other games, will start to come out. So hopefully that will make sense. To some sort of schedule that we're going to try to put forward. I'll try to do lots of different stuff. I like Transport Fever 2. We'll do that one again here in a few days. But for now, we're just kind of tinkering with getting Dyson Sphere up and running. And you can see we've grown just in a little under 3 hours quite a bit. And we're now ready for the next major milestone, which will be to start getting oil production online. And there's a lot more involved with that. And so we'll work our way through it. We may have to go, there's some more copper over that way that might be necessary to come in. We just want everything to just be producing just as much as possible. So anyway, thanks again for your time, and we'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for coming out. Bye bye.